How you doing tonight? Gonna put the world away for a minute, pretend I don't live in it. Sunshine's gonna wash my blues away. Had sweet love, but I lost it. She got too close, so I fought her. Now I'm lost in the world, trying to find me a better way. Wishing I was knee deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze and it don't seem fair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. Wrote a note, said be back in a minute. Bought a boat and I sailed off in it. Don't think anybody's gonna miss me anyway. Mind on a permanent vacation. The ocean is my only medication. Wishing my condition ain't ever gonna go away. Cause now I'm knee deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing wind through my hair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. Well, this champagne shore washing over me. It's a sweet, sweet life, living by the salty sea. One day you could be as lost as me. Change your geography, maybe you might be knee deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing wind through my hair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. Well, come on in, the water's nice. Find yourself a little slice. Grab a bag, pack it light. You never know until you try. When you lose yourself, you find the key to paradise. Tuesday Live, back for a second season. Well, hello everybody, and thanks so much for tuning in tonight to Season 2 of Tuesday Live, the Season 2 opener. Please, if you're online, I see we got some folks out there watching. Kathy checked in, and I see David Ward checking in from Norris Point, Newfoundland. That's exciting. But please invite your online and offline friends to come watch the show with you. It's always great having more folks here, and always appreciate the comments. And well, I hope everybody's having a great summer. It's it's not over yet. Let's not I want to say put the horse in the barn before it's done running, but it is certainly passed by quickly, and it's kind of the unofficial. Some people consider Labor Day weekend the unofficial end of summer, but boy, it's certainly balmy out in southern Ontario today. It feels very much like middle summer, not fall yet. But anyways, excited about that, and I popped in the comments there that I was nominated for Waterloo Region's Best Local Musician or Band. And thanks for helping me make it to the finals. You can vote online. The links are there if you're interested. Certainly appreciate your support. And for the second season of Tuesday Live, and I guess I should maybe explain it, there's been some controversy. Certainly we discussed it here at the Tuesday Live meeting. The executive producer and I were discussing just earlier today about concept of first and second season. A lot of people think first season means a year, but I thought first season just means a series of shows. And we kind of started it up in March of 2019, I guess it was. Is that right? 2020 and 2020. And went right through until the end of June of this year. And that was season 1. And took a couple months off, and now we're into season 2. And, we're working on some new features. We're not going to introduce them too quickly. Don't want to get people too excited too quickly. We want to sort of break in slowly. But we're hoping to find some new guests. I'm out scouring the internet and other places for musicians to bring on. And I'd like to bring on, we have the technology to bring live guests on. I mean, they can't really play, we can't play with music with them because of the delay thing, but we can certainly bring guests on and have them interact with the audience. I'm hoping to try to get that working for season 2. We did have a few guests in first season, but not only a couple. And also the other thing I was going to do, because I've had a number of people tell me they didn't always watch the show, but they often listen to it while they're doing other things. And I thought, well, maybe we should try just running the audio track out as a podcast. So if someone's driving in their car or out, hiking or something, I don't know if you listen to music or podcasts while you're hiking or mowing the lawn, whatever, working in the garden, you could listen to the show that way too, just to give people more access. We're going to try to figure that out as well. And also we're going to have a bit of a looser schedule with the program. I'm going to, might have to take some time off here and there. I've got a few gigs coming up. And speaking of which, in 2 weeks from tonight, I'll be entertaining in the dining room of the Couples Resort on the shores of beautiful Gallieri Lake, which, if you don't know where that is just outside of Whitney, Ontario, just on the just not very far, a couple kilometers away from the east gate of Algonquin Park. So lots of great park hiking there. It's a fantastic resort. Been going there for years, playing music as well as a guest, and it's a great resort. It's kind of all inclusive for Ontario, anyways. No, not alcohol, but you get a beautiful breakfast, room service breakfast, and also they have a 5-course meal in the dining room, or you can have it delivered to your room. But in the dining room, I will be playing on Sunday, September 17th, and Tuesday, September 19th. So if you want to see me live on Tuesday, September 19th, you'll have to come up to the Couples Resort. But anyways, it's, as I mentioned, it's all inclusive. There's lots of great hiking. We've got some favorite trails we'd love to show you if you come up. And it should just be the beginning of fall color. So looking forward to that. And if you've never been, I also have a couple I have a couple $100 coupons to give away. So if you're interested in that, and there's also a promotion on right now where if you register and book at the Couples Resort, you can receive a $50 gas card and $50 in local attraction discount. So if you're interested, let me know. Be happy to set you up, and would love to see you out there. But we're going to have fun here tonight. Anyways, awesome show celebrating the music of 3 icons we lost over the past 2 months. We certainly lost Robbie Robertson of the band, and also, of course, the great Jimmy Buffett, the man who created a whole lifestyle around his music, Jimmy Buffett. And also we have the music by Rodriguez, which I'm going to talk about in a minute here, and also Stan McRae's awesome images from the wilds of Eastern Ontario. So Rodriguez, his first name is Sixto, which is spelled Sixto. A lot of people think it's Sixto, but it's Sixto. And he's of Mexican descent, but I think born and raised in Detroit. And he spent most of his career actually living in Detroit and playing small gigs at local bars. But he did do, early on in his career, did a tour through Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. And unknown to him, mainly because his record distributor in South Africa was ripping him off, basically duplicating the records and selling them with no money going to Rodriguez. His earlier recordings were tremendously successful in South Africa. In fact, they say he sold more records in South Africa than even Elvis. And his fans, because he sort of had showed up early on in the 60s, I guess, and they thought he'd either disappeared or died. But in the 1990s, 2 South Africans tracked him down, and he enjoyed a career revival, which was documented in the Academy Award-winning documentary Searching for Sugarman, which is available on Netflix, I think, still. So you might want to check that out. But anyways, I've got a Rodriguez song here that's a fantastic tune to play. I'm going to just get capoed up here, and If next week, just while I mention it while I'm here, while I'm talking, is we have a we have a I'm going to do love songs. I'm going to do some love songs because the couples resort is Valentine's all year round is their slogan, and I'm going to be playing some love songs there. So if you have a favorite love song you'd like to hear next week, let me know. Or if you're coming up to the couples resort, let me know and I'd be happy to play it. This song's called Sugar Man, and it's the inspiration for the title Searching for Sugar Man, which is the Academy Award-winning documentary. Check it out if you haven't seen it, and check out Rodriguez's music. It's fantastic. Sugar Man, won't you hurry? 'Cause I'm tired of these scenes. For a blue coin, won't you bring back all those colors to my dreams? Silver magic ships you carry, jumpers, Coke, sweet Mary Jane. Sugar Man met a false friend on a lonely, dusty road. Lost my heart when I found it. It had turned to dead black gold. Silver magic ships you carry, jumpers, Coke, sweet Mary Jane. Sugar Man, you're the answer that makes my questions disappear. Sugar Man, 'cause I'm weary of those double games I hear. Sugar Man, 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 Sugar Man. Sugar Man, won't you hurry? 'Cause I'm tired of these scenes. For a blue coin, won't you bring back all those colors to my dream? It's a little Sugar Man by Rodriguez, and we've got, hey, Danny. Nice to see Danny checking in from the Bruce. Got a good crew of folks here. Thanks, everybody, for taking the time out of the heat. It's probably good to be inside out of the heat if you're in Southern Ontario. Probably a little cooler in Newfoundland, I would think, where David is. But glad for everybody joining us in tonight. And speaking of which, we have one of our local talents here, Willie, Cousin Willie, out in the shed. He's been working on some tunes, and I think he's got a tribute tune to play for us tonight. So let's turn it over to Willie. Hi, y'all. Willie here. Good to see you again. Season 2 of Tuesday Live. Isn't this exciting? Hope you've all had a good summer. I've had a pretty good summer, just hanging out in the shed, talking to my buddy Stu, although he disappeared halfway through the summer. I don't know what happened, saw more foxes and less of Stu, so I'm a little worried about there. But Stu and I had some talks this summer. I'm going to share that with you a little later on this season. Maybe we'll talk about that. But right now, let's we're doing some tributes to some of these artists that passed away over the summer, and this fella passed away quite recently, Jimmy Buffett, and he did a lot of duets, and he did this one duet with the great country singer Alan Jackson, and I'm going to give it a shot there, and maybe get Rob to jump in, maybe to do Jimmy Buffett's part, maybe if he could. But anyways, it's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere, don't you think? The sun is hot, and that old clock is moving slow. So am I. The workday passes like molasses in wintertime. But it's July, I'm getting paid by the hour, older by the minute. My boss just pushed me over the limit. I'd like to call him something, I think I'll just call it a day. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. This lunch break's gonna take all afternoon and half the night. Tomorrow morning I know there'll be hell to pay. Hey, but that's alright. I ain't had a day off now in over a year. My Jamaican vacation gonna start right here. Get the phone for me, you can tell 'em I just sailed away. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. 5 o'clock somewhere. 5 o'clock somewhere. I could pay off my tab, pour myself in a cab, and be back to work before 2. At a moment like this, I can't help but wonder, what would Jimmy Buffett do? Well, funny you should ask, Willie. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30. I don't care. He don't care. I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. What time zone is it? What country am I in? It doesn't matter. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, it's always 5 in Margaritaville, you know, Willie. I've heard that. You've been there, haven't you? Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, I think I've seen your boat there. I've been to Margaritaville a few times. All right, well, that's good. Stumbled on my way back. Well, okay, just make sure you keep it between the navigation beacons. Between the boys, I get it. All right, well, it's 5 o'clock. Let's go somewhere. I'm ready. Crank it up. Let's get out of here. I'm gone. That was fantastic, Willie. Nice version of 5 o'clock summer, and I was glad I was able to play a little Jimmy Buffett part there. Jimmy Buffett did do a bunch of duets with other folks. In fact, that song "Knees in the Water," I think that I did off the top. That's a Zac Brown tune that Jimmy did with Zac Brown. who's kind of the next, he's kind of evolved from Jimmy Buffett's music. But anyways, we've got Stan's Picks coming up here. If you're just watching the show for the first time, you probably haven't seen Stan's Picks, and if you've watching it for the 169th time, you've probably seen a lot of Stan's Picks and really enjoyed them. It's fantastic what Stan does with his camera, and Stan told me he's up north somewhere shooting some pictures as we speak, so looking forward to content from him, but he's got some great stuff he's collected over the summer. So let's turn over to Stan McRae. Thanks for those fantastic pictures, Stan. Always exceptional. Nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All of those tourists are covered in oil, strumming my sixth string on my front porch swing. I'm smelling those shrimp that are beginning to boil. I'm wasting away again in Margaritaville. I'm searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. I don't know the reason I stayed here all season, with nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. It's a real beauty, it's a Mexican cutie. How it got here I haven't a clue. I'm wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I think, well, it could be my fault. I blew out my flip-flop, stepped on a pop-top. I cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. There's booze in the blender, and soon it will render a frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I know it's my own damn fault. What a great tune that is. That's Margaritaville, of course, by the great Jimmy Buffett. And I read in some of the one of the articles after Jimmy passed away a few days ago that he actually wrote that song just kind of as a filler for one of his albums, Changes in Attitudes, Changes in Latitudes, I think was the name of the album. And hey, Ron, good to see you too. Nice to be back as online playing. It's a lot of fun here. But anyways, that's Jimmy Buffett wrote that song as album filler. And it sort of had a life of its own, you know, tied into a whole lifestyle that he turned into a I think a $500 million business with restaurants, bars. There's retirement communities, Margaritaville retirement communities. I'm sure they must be fun places to hang out, and cruises, all sorts of things. But anyways, he did just an amazing job. And what a fantastic, when you start looking at his music, songs he wrote, just great kind of. They just have a real vibe to them that he did. And we're going to be doing a bunch more tonight, so stick around. And we're going to turn it over to our resident folk singer, Rob Dylan, I think is next on tap here. And I suspect he might do something, might take on a Robbie Robertson song, since of the connection between Bob Dylan and the band. But I don't know, let's turn it over to Rob. How does it feel? Hi everybody, it's Rob Dylan here. Good to see you. Hope you've had a good summer. You know, I've had a pretty busy summer. My job as a tree whisperer. You know, it's been it's been pretty tough on the trees out west and certainly the north. You know, those forest fires, just a terrible thing for the tree population. You know, the trees down here have been pretty good actually. It's had lots of rain and heat and stuff, so they're looking pretty lush and stuff. But you know, it's been a tough summer overall. I know for a lot of folks. So if you're in one of those areas with smoke and trees burning, I hope you did okay. But anyways, I thought, you know, I should do a song by Robbie Robertson with his band, The Band, of course, that you know, backed up my brother Bob early on when Bob was started getting into the electric tunes. And this song's called you know, The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down. And you know, a lot of controversy about this song. People thought it was you know, written in support of you know, slavery and the South during the you know, the American Civil War. But you know, I think it's a bit like that, you know, Rich Man from North of Richmond song that's, you know, generating some controversy right now. It's kind of the same thing, just a guy writing about, you know, being poor and you know, having trouble making a living. And you know, this fella Virgil Caine in the song, he you know, loses his brother and his job, and you know, I think that's just kind of the little guy always gets screwed in these things, while the other folks are fighting for, you know, bigger principles, and you know, usually just for money and stuff anyways. But anyways, that's a little bit more background than you wanted. But anyways, I hope you sing along with me. It's called The Night That Drove Old Dixie Down. Virgil Caine is the name that served on the Danville train. The Stone Man's cavalry came and tore up the tracks again. In the winter of '65, we were hungry, just barely alive. But May the 10th, Richmond had fell. It's a time I remember oh so well. The night they drove old Dixie down, and the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and the people were singing. They went la 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 la. my wife in Tennessee. One day she called to me, Virgil, quick come see, there goes the Robert E. Lee. Now I don't mind chopping wood, and I don't care if the money's no good. You take what you need and you leave the rest, but they should never have taken the very best. The night they drove old Dixie down, and the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and the people were singing. They went la 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 la. Like my father before me, I will work the land. Like my brother above me, who took a rebel stand. He was just 18, proud and brave, but a Yankee laid him in his grave. I swear by the mud below my feet, you can't raise a cane back up when he's in defeat. The night they drove old Dixie down, and the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and the people were singing. They went la 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 la. Was it a huntsman or a player that made you pay the cost, that now assumes relaxed positions and prostitutes your loss? Were you tortured by your own thirst in those pleasures that you seek, that made you Tom the Curious, that makes you James the Weak? Claim you got something going, something you call unique, but I seen your self-pity showing as the tears roll down your cheeks. Soon you know I'll leave you, and I'll never look behind. 'Cause I was born for the purpose that crucifies your mind. So come convince your mirror, as you've always done before, giving substance to shadows, giving substance evermore. Assume you got something to offer, secret, shiny, and new, but how much you was repetition that you didn't whisper to him too. That's a song, another song by Rodriguez called Crucify Your Love, which is a fantastic song. Check him out, Rodriguez. Fantastic music if you haven't heard him before. It's a great musical discovery. And I'm enjoying playing them. Kathy, thank you for your kind words. And speaking of kind folk, we're going to send it out to our favorite Irish fella out in Dublin, Ontario. I think he's still out there, Robbie O'Spoon. So take it away, Robbie. Oh, well, hello everybody out there in internet lands. Robbie O'Spoon here, and good to see you. After a bit of a summer break, I've been hilling the potatoes and swilling the pigs. That's pretty much all I did all summer, digging the potatoes now, actually, and, well, maybe sending a few of the poor little piggies off to market too, but couldn't get away much, just doing me farming, sitting out on the front porch of the farmhouse, and enjoying the weather a bit, and, well, playing some music too, and now we're back to doing the show, so I'm excited about that. So I got a song here for you. I was thinking about the various artists that we're doing tributes to tonight, and, well, I thought about that Jimmy Buffett fella. I'm not a big margarita drinker. I'm more of a McGuinness fella, as you know, but I like his music, and he wrote this one song. It's called "Come Monday," and it's kind of a good song about waiting on Monday, and waiting for something that you let go. Maybe it'll come back to you, maybe it won't. But anyways, I hope you like it. It's called "Come Monday." Heading up to San Francisco for the Labor Day weekend show. I've got my hush puppies on. I guess I never was meant for glitter rock and roll. And honey, I didn't know that I'd be missing you so. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by me side. Yes, it's been quite a summer. Rent-a-cars and westbound trains. And now you're off on vacation, something you tried to explain. And darling, since I love you so, that's the reason I just let you go. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by me side. I can't help it, honey. You're that much a part of me now. Remember that night in Montana when we said there'll be no room for doubt? I hope you're enjoying the scenery. I know that it's pretty up there. We can go hiking on Tuesday. With you I'd walk anywhere. California has worn me quite thin. I just can't wait to see you again. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by me side. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. Well, thank you, Robbie. That was a lovely rendition of that song. I kind of forgotten about that song. Come Monday, one of Jimmy Buffett's, slightly different songs, a little melancholy, that's for sure. and not sort of your typical kind of Margaritaville party type song, but a great song all the same. He was a fantastic singer and a fantastic songwriter. Willie's kind of knocking on the window saying he wants to have another, do another tune. He's got something planned, and he slipped me a note under the door, so I'm going to send it back out to Willie, or over to Willie anyways, and see what he's got. Hi, y'all, Willie here. You know, a couple of the boys and I want to do this song to honor the late, great Robbie Robertson, who passed away over the summer. You know, a member of the band, you know, the greatest band of all time. They just call it the band, I guess. But anyways, the song's called Up on Cripple Creek, and I'm sure you know it, so sing along. When I get off of this mountain, you know where I want to go. Straight down the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico, to Lake Charles, Louisiana, a little Bessie girl that I once knew. She told me just to come on by if there's anything she could do. Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. Good luck that just stung me. To the racetrack I did go. She bet on one horse to win, and I bet on another to show. My odds were in my favor, I had 'em 5-1. When that nag to win came round the track, sure enough we had won. Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. Took up all my winnings and I gave my little Bessie half. And she tore it up and threw it in my face just for a laugh. Now there's one thing in this whole wide world I sure do like to see. That's how that little sweet thing of mine dips her donut in my tea. Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. Me and my mate were back at the shack. We had Spike Jones on the box. She said, I can't take the way he sings, but I love to hear him talk. Now that just gave my heart a throb to the bottom of my feet. And I swore as I took another pull, my Bessie can't be beat. Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. Flat out in California, and up north it's freezing cold. And this living off the road is getting pretty old. So I guess I'll call up my big mama and tell her I'll be rolling in. But you know, deep down I'm kinda tempted to go see my Bessie again. Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. That was a lovely, lovely version of that song. Fun to join in with Up on Cripple Creek. A little bit different version, but still fun. Here's another Jimmy Buffett tune. And I have these pictures of my dad up here, who was a sailor. And I was the son of a sailor. Not the son of a sailor, but that's what this song's called. As the son of a sailor, I went out on the sea for adventure, expanding the view of the captain and crew like a man just released from indenture. As a dreamer of dreams and a traveling man, I've chalked up many a mile, read dozens of books about heroes and crooks, and I learned much from both of their styles. Son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor, son of a gun, load the last ton, one step ahead of the jailer. Now away in the near future, southeast of disorder, you can shake the hand of the mango man as he greets you at the border. And the lady, she hails from Trinidad, island of the spices, salt for your meat and cinnamon sweet, and rum is for all your good vices. Haul the sheet in as we ride on the wind that our forefathers harnessed before us. Hear the bells ring as the tide rigging sings, it's the son of a chorus. Where it all ends I can't fathom, my friends. If I knew I might toss out my anchor. So I'll cruise along, always searching for songs, not a lawyer, a thief or a banker, but a son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor, son of a gun, load the last ton, one step ahead of the jailer. I'm just a son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor. The sea's in my veins, my tradition remains. I'm just glad I don't live in a trailer. That's son of a Sailor by Jimmy Buffett. Let's head it out to Neil Old to see what Neil's got for us tonight. Maybe Lazy. I'm not sure if Lazy's shown up yet or not. Well, hey everybody, it's Neil Old here. Good to see you. I hope everybody's had a great summer. It sure went by quick, but I wasn't that busy. I was kind of hoping I might have a few more gigs. Tuesday Live kind of introduced me to the world as perhaps one of the greatest Neil Young tribute artists of our generation, and I thought I might have a few more jobs out of it, but not much happening yet. But who knows? Here we're season 2. We'll just keep her going and having a good time. And tonight we're doing some tributes to some late artists that passed away recently. And the great Jimmy Buffett, he wrote a lot of great tunes, and this is one of my favorites. It's called Changes in Latitudes, Changes in Attitudes, and it's kind of about, make a change in where you are, and sometimes it can change your attitude. Well, maybe I should move on to something else too. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to keep going here for a while, and I don't know, Lazy's supposed to be here. I heard he was coming, but I haven't seen him yet, but let's get this song going anyways. Off for a week weekend last month just to try and recall the whole year. All of the faces and all of the places, wondering where they all disappeared. I didn't ponder the question too long. I was hungry and went out for a bite. Ran into a chum with a bottle of rum, and we wound up drinking all night. It's those changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes, nothing remains quite the same. With all of our running and all of our cunning, if we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane. Reading departure signs in some big airport reminds me of the places I've been. Visions of good times have brought so much pleasure, makes me want to go back again. If it suddenly ended tomorrow, I could somehow adjust to the fall. Good times and riches and son of a bitches, I've seen more than I can recall. It's those changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes, nothing remains quite the same. Through all of the islands and all of the highlands, if we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane. About Paris when I'm high on red wine. I wish I could jump on a plane. So many nights I just dream of the ocean. God, I wish I was sailing again. Yesterday's over my shoulder, so I can't look back for too long. Just too much to see waiting in front of me, and I know that I just can't go wrong. With these changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes, nothing remains quite the same. With all of her running and all of my cunning, if we couldn't laugh, I would just go insane. If we couldn't laugh, I would just go insane. If we weren't all crazy, we would just go insane. Thanks for that, Neil and Lazy. It's been a great first episode of Season 2, don't you think? I'd like to thank everybody who's been involved with the show. Stan McRae for his pics. Of course, all the Tuesday Live cast, crew, and executive producer Carol. Our animation department, who are still using their material and getting a lot of mileage out of it. Thanks to everyone who supports the show as patrons. Throw something in our virtual tip jar. Tells their friends about the show. We're just, thanks. Just tunes in every week. Appreciate it. Next week I'm going to be playing some love songs for preparation for my performance at the Couples Resort. So let me know your favorite love song in the comments, and let me know if you're interested in coming to the Couples Resort. I've got a coupon for you. It'd be great to see you there. I'll show you my favorite trails. Till next week, be safe, be happy, love yourself, and love the ones you're with. Just love. Everybody needs a place to go, and everybody needs a way to know they're just loved. Why do we hurt the ones we love? Why don't we lift them up instead of putting them down and just love? 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We'll keep it covered up in a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday with just love. We'll only be here for a very short time, to lie in the sun and sip sweet wine and just love. It'll all be here and then be gone. Instead of harsh words and singing sad songs, let's just love. 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday with just love. I'm not gonna try, I'm just gonna do. And if you join with me, well then we would make two. We need more giving, less taken away. If we start right now, we'll get there someday to just love. Find it in your heart if you look deep enough. You find the only thing that we really need now, it's just love. It's hard to just love in a world full of hate. If we get started now, it won't be too late to just love. 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday with just love. With just love, just love, just love, just love. Thanks for watching. Drop into the after party on Zoom if you're around. And to take us home, I thought I'd maybe jump back in time a bit to one of the first sort of cast tunes we did, which was a Robbie Robertson tune. It was a great one. So have a listen, and we'll see you hopefully next week. Have a great week. Be safe, folks. Love ya.
2 and 3 and 4 and...
I pulled into Nazareth. I was feeling about 10:30. I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned, shook my hand, no was all he said. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny, yeah. Put the load right on me. I picked up my bag, I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw Carmen and the devil walking side by side, I said, hey Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. She said, I gotta go, but my friend can stick around. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny, and put the load right on me. Miss Moses, there's nothing you can say. It's just old Luke, and Luke's waiting on the judgment day. Well, Luke, my friend, what about young Anna Lee? He said, do me a favor, son, won't you stay and keep Anna Lee company? Or take a load off Fanny, or take a load for free, or take a load off Fanny, and you put the load right on me. Crazy Chester followed me, and he caught me in the fog. He said, I'll fix your rack if you'll take Jack, my dog. I said, wait a minute, Chester, you know I'm a peaceful man. He said, that's okay, boy, won't you feed him when you can? Take a load off Fanny, or take a load for free, or take a load off Fanny, and put the load right on me. Catch a cannonball to take me down the line. My bag is sinking low, and I do believe it's time to get back to Miss Fanny. You know she's the only one. Sent me here with her regards for everyone. Or take a load off Fanny, or take a load for free, or take a load off Fanny, and you put the load right on me.